Greetings everyone, I'm Irma, a content creator here at SERV, and it's so wonderful to have all of you join us today at SERVNEXT 2021. 4 years ago, our group CEO Arief had a simple idea to utilize existing technology for a smoother digital journey via the SERV app. Thanks to all the advanced technological developments, SERV is going beyond just serving customers, but also providing a comprehensive digital experience. Do stay tuned till the end, as we will be going more in depth with all of our young leaders here at SERV Technology about all our latest developments, while also sharing tech insights currently happening within the industry. Starting with Hey guys, welcome back. On this wonderful day, I am accompanied by our group CEO, Mr. Arief Imran, who has up to 10 years of experience in entrepreneurship, as well as our group CTO, Mr. Haziq Faris, who has an extensive knowledge in cybersecurity and data analytics. Arief, along with Haziq, will be sharing more about our direction in SERVX and our team's efforts towards the culture of innovation. Moving on to Arief.
Thank you for the very kind introduction, Iraq, and good day to everyone. It has been a year since our last birthday bash, and this year we are making it very special. We are rebranding the event to become SERVNEXT, and this all fully digital. So to everyone, welcome to SERVNEXT 2021. Despite the very challenging year of COVID-19 pandemic, in 2020, we managed to more than double our revenue and more than double our number of people. And we have secured an investment of amounting 1.5 million ringgit recently, which total up our total amount of investment to top 2.3 million in total. And we have digitally empowered more than 13,000 consumers, and also digitally empowered more than 500 businesses altogether. SERV is always about serving people through innovation and technology. COVID-19 has impacted everyone, which forced a behavioral change and accelerate digital adoptions, not just among the consumers, but also among the businesses. While adapting to the change outside, we also need to adapt internally to cater the ever-growing demand of now online culture, which this topic is going to be touched more by my colleague Irma. The current technology that we have now was fine, but as one of our motto at SERV, great is never good enough. What brought us here today may not be able to bring us further in the future. We need to adapt and we need to scale. All these challenges require us to have a breakthrough strategy and also require us to have a solid structure of organization and technology. For organization, we have strengthened our team by bringing in a mid-management from diverse background of experience from international and local companies. And we are happy to announce this year the spin-off of our business unit, SERVSPERA, as a new operational subsidiary to allow us to move faster in the future. And for technology, we're addressing two things. The first one is scalability. It has been our aspiration to go global from day one. For the past years, we have been working hard on redefining consumer experience in automotive sector by using our digital tool. And now, it's not about just redefining experience anymore. It's about empowering businesses in this sector using our digital tools so that they can serve their consumers better. Which this topic is going to be touched by my colleague Nasreen later of the day. The next strategy of technology is about applying big technology. To recap on the recent acquisition of Reka last year, a prominent Malaysian R&D company, we have strengthened our technology capability, and we are in the work to apply the technology into our current and future products, namely data-driven decision, automation, machine learning, and we are glad to announce we are going to accelerate our work on automotive, which is autonomous vehicle. So to continue further of what we are working on now and what we're working on for the future, I'll pass discussion to Haziq to dive deeper on the technology that we are excited to work on. And later of the day, please continue to join all the other sessions by my colleagues and enjoy the SERVNEXT 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Arief, for the wonderful insight into what we're up to at SERV and where we are going. Throughout the year 2020 and for the first half of 2021, the pandemic COVID-19 has swept through the globe and has caused irreparable damage and massive losses for both businesses and consumers. Consumers now have to go through a massive lifestyle change where they need to perform most tasks almost exclusively online. And this extends for businesses as well, where they are encroaching into an area that they considered quite foreign, performing business operations online and also through the cloud. The SERV group has always been about serving people by bridging the gap through technology. And we are always iterating new solutions, new products, producing a suite of products to help with this cause. Under SERV, through its R&D arm, Reka, we have helped corporate companies, government agencies, as well as startups to go through a digital transformation with their own technology, creating their own products. And we help them this by iterating development and performing research. Last year alone, we have helped more than 500 SMEs to go digital by providing them with the necessary online tools for them to perform day-to-day operations and to understand better the data that they collect to perform better business decisions. And talking about data, we have collected a massive amount of data last year, a whopping 20 million data points. And we are using what we've learned from this data to build better solutions into our suites of products. Reka has all been about enabling people to create through the empowerment of technology. And we are always involving ourselves with cutting-edge research to build better products and solutions for businesses and consumers. COVID-19 has impacted everyone and forced a kind of behavioral change for businesses and consumers. And we are here to help address this problem in focusing for two key areas. One, in terms of interoperability. Second, in terms of scalability. For scalability, I know Arief has mentioned this. He wants all of us to be able to iterate products that are global from day one. And I'll go deep down about that in a bit. Talking about interoperability first, we are helping organizations to continue operating online anywhere, anytime by building tools and connecting existing systems, integrating it with one another and performing better automation in between processes within their business operations. In terms of scalability, like I mentioned, we want to build applications or products that is global from day one. And what this means is that it needs to cater to a wider audience. And there's two main categories or main elements to this. One is external scalability and second is internal scalability. For external scalability, we are helping organizations to achieve this. For example, last year, we had to deploy teams during the pandemic to go and help rescale the infrastructure of many organizations because they are unable to cope with the rising demand of online application through their online system. And that helps us to understand better the landscape or the readiness level of all of our business industry. And in terms of internal elements, we are scaling our own suite of products to be able to cater to a wider range of audience, either locally as well as globally. And talking about suite of products, we are excited this year to be introducing our own suite of products that we have designed to help businesses to, one, go digital, and second, to take it to the next level. And what I mean by first go digital is, as it seems, we want to help businesses by giving them the proper tools to perform their businesses online. And there's two segments here. One is in terms of business application, building specific business tools that help their day-to-day operations in specific business case in specific industries. For example, like we've launched our workshop management systems last year, where we help auto workshops to perform their businesses through our online tool and through the cloud. And we are expanding this business application segment to other industries as well. The other segment, which is the business essentials, are a set of tools that we designed to help businesses to perform day-to-day company-related tasks, such as performing or monitoring sales through a CRM, accounting, or even the use of inventory management, and etc. And I think Safiq will be the best to explain about our direction in terms of providing business tools for our business users. And for the second part, which is taking businesses to the next level. And this is for businesses that have reached a certain level of maturity and is ready to take their business to the next level with the use of cutting-edge technologies such as machine learning or robotics process automation. Under Reka, we're introducing a set of products and tools that enables them to have more visibility of their business with technologies. For example, they will be able to use our data platform to look at emerging patterns and to perform better business decision or data-driven business decisions. And I think we can start from the basic, which is focusing on data awareness and visibility, because I personally know that a lot of businesses already take to online. They've used online tools and online systems such as e-commerce solutions to perform their business online, and they are collecting data, but most of them are not aware of the data that they are collecting. And this is where we want to give them the tool to be able to see the visibility, their data visibility, and to perform better decisions. And I think Raqif will be able to explain more about how businesses can leverage data to improve their operations. And last but not least, we are excited this year to look at accelerating our long-standing project that we've been working on since 2016, which is our autonomous vehicle or autonomous driving division, which is now being led by our COO, Amri, and he's going to tell you all about what we're doing and a sneak peek about where we are going with autonomous technology, such as the use of autonomous delivery. And as well as we have our own CTO at Reka, Ibrahim, talking about emerging technologies that we are excited to work on and to apply into our own suite of products and to later allow all of our businesses and consumers to have that same level of technology. With that, I hope that this year will be a much better year and looking forward to a much more productive years to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Haziq and Arief, for the wonderful sharing about our journey to serve more people. Hi everyone, I'm Syazreena and I am the Operation Manager at SERV. Joining SERV since the beginning allowed me to grow personally, and I am proud to be part of the team. If I were to describe the whole experience, I would say the only constant thing about it is change. And that is what SERV is all about. We strive to change for the better. Up next is Irma, our PR and marketing lead, to share a story behind our structure, followed by Nasreen, our product lead, to introduce the new experience in the SERV apps.
And we're back. Thank you for still keeping up with SERVNEXT. This session is all about women leadership in SERVX. Joining me today is Irma, our marketing lead, who is also a digital savvy PR with a passion in introducing convenient tech solutions, as well as our ever so curious and dedicated product lead, Nasreen. I hope both of you lovely ladies, as well as our viewers right now, are safe and comfortable working from home. Speaking of which, Irma here will be sharing with us the inside story of why we are all responsible to serve more people.
Thank you, Sabrina, for a very wonderful opening. When I first introduced to SERV, I didn't really get the whole concept of vehicle ownership, but I can relate to it in so many ways. The fact that I don't know how to explain about my car to the workshop, and I wish to keep all my service information online because all the receipts papers are everywhere in our car. I always thought that the SERV app was a brilliant idea for tech-savvy drivers, and this is what has motivated the team ever since. But something else has been an eye-opener to us. We saw there is so much potential off the table as technology being underutilized in the auto sector, although the market has always been ready. Many of our local workshops didn't get the chance to experience the existing technology due to the lack of accessibility and made them unable to get the benefit from the rising online economy. As we hit our fourth year, we've been reflecting back on our journey as a group, working to push for progressive impact through existing technologies. This year has definitely been tougher, but with all the uncertainties, we have never been so much inspired to take action through our work at SERV, to accommodate the people that work behind our weekly, monthly, quarterly car maintenance schedule, and deliver the tools needed for them to sustain in the long run. I'm not gonna lie, all the news about the people affected from the pandemic left us worried. But the team at SERV teaches us something about humanity. How can we work to help? To me, every day is a new beginning at SERV. Having the opportunity to be one of the chaos pilots in the team drove me to be radically bold while serving our purpose to reach a larger societal impact and serve more people. This time, we may have to bring our deep thinking, wildest ideas together with enormous commitment of time, resources, and attention. But anything to serve the people. I know that all of you must be excited to see the new SERV app. Up next, we have our product and tech lead, Nasreen, to bring us to the new SERV experience.
Thank you, Irma, for the wonderful speech. When I tell you about vehicles, what do you think about? Cars, lorries, motorcycles? Well, to me, vehicles are objects that can bring you from point A to point B, and that covers all kinds of moving things such as bicycles, scooters, and skateboards. So, what's next in SERV, you may ask? Well, serving more. And that covers both the end users, businesses, and the kinds of vehicles we cater to. So what is next for SERV this year? Well, I am honored and excited to announce that there are a lot of things to look forward to in the app. We are looking to upgrade the app from version 4 to version 5. The first things we did for the app is to improve the architecture and security. Data protection, security, and optimization is always something that people are looking forward for. And I can assure to all our users that we have definitely improved, providing users with the assurance of their data being protected. We have also improved our services on the app, providing more features and options for the users to engage in using the SERV Vehicle Super app. With version 5, I can assure that there will be a lot more things one can do on the app to keep you engaged while being stuck at home this pandemic. Additionally, we have gotten a high surge of feedback from the users, and I can say that we have been listening. So version 5, I am excited to introduce an improved user experience. onboarding pages, SERV Academy, new features such as finance trackers, you name it. We are planning them all. Of course, not all of them at once, but do keep an eye out. One of the most famous services that you may know that SERV has been offering is our service on the go, an on-site service that allows you to service your car from the comfort of your homes. Well, for the past few years, we have been providing this service to our users, and it has served as a trial run study to study the flow for on-site vehicle services. Now that we have gathered enough data and feedback from everyone, we have finally perfected the feature. And now, using the pandemic situation of the nation, we are now using this as an opportunity to provide business tools to our merchants, workshops in need of a platform to reach out to users who are currently at home. This gives the users the flexibility to select services on site or in workshops and maximize outreach for businesses, allowing SERV to serve more. Talking about allowing merchants to reach out to our users, some of you must be wondering, how do we enable our merchants to start using this existing technology? Well, next up, we will have our COO, Safiq to explain more about our responsibilities in assisting the community to transition to the digital space.
Thank you, Nasreen, for the amazing speech. Hello, everyone. I'm Safiq, the CEO of SERVNEXT, and today I am joined with our aspiring product development lead in Reka, Raqif Mahat. Both of our responsibilities include working a lot with data and automation in management. With Raqif joining me today, we will be getting more in depth about the accessibility that we provide to our merchant and the technology behind it.
Hi, my name is Raqif. Thanks, Safiq. And it is definitely such a beautiful journey to assist the people in utilizing the technology capabilities to achieve greatness. So please join us with our current session, SERVNOW. Safiq.
SERVNEXT with a mission to help local SME to embrace digitalization to make sure they can future-proof their business in this fast-paced business environment. Based on our research on the ground, we found out there are 5 reasons why our local SME are having challenge to embrace digitalization. The first is always about their inability to experiment quickly. With this current fast-paced business environment, everyone was tight with whatever they have in hand to manage their staff, to manage their daily operation. They did not have time to try a new product that available in the market to see the benefit. The second problem is about their legacy system. They're already in the market for the past 5 to 10 years. So they already have their own processes in place. To make sure or to change from current processes to a new processes will be a very hard processes. They need to train their existing staff, they need to acquire the new software, and there is no guarantee they can succeed. The third is always about their corporate vision. Changes should be from top to bottom, not the other way around. How can an organization embrace digitalization if top management was reluctant or not ready for it? It needs the top management to lead by example, to show the way, and it's being followed by the staff. The fourth reason is always about budget. To have something new or new product in your businesses, you need to fork out something. And most of the time, it will require some time to gauge the effectiveness or the return on investment on this product. Most of the businesses are not willing to have that long time. And last but not least, is all about talent. Whether your current staff are ready to embrace digitalization, or if they are not, whether they are available talent to suit the new products or new processes that are available in the market. By having said so, I would like to welcome Raqif to explain more about Reka and what are Reka responsibilities and tasks to assist SERVNEXT achieving our mission. Hand over to you, Raqif.
Hi, come back with me, Raqif. I'm from Reka, and it's my responsibility and task to help SERV achieving their target. Thank you, Safiq, for the hindrance, and we at Reka really understand and aware of those 5 points. So we at Reka, we are providing tools for businesses as what Shafiq has mentioned. We are utilizing technology to empower businesses to drive their decision and helps further increase their sales. We are developing application and systems such as workshop management systems, payment channels, mobile apps, and even booking systems. So these are the types of technology that help serve to improve and achieving their targets. Back on you, Shafiq.
Thank you, Raqif. SERVNEW, in the past year already in the market, we are providing a free system for all. We won't leave anyone behind. We believe by lowering the barrier to entry, it will help everyone, local SME, to embrace this digitalization and not being left behind. Other than that, we always make sure that you always being connected. Perhaps at home at night when you have some ideas or you need to check on something, you can just click to our system and get everything that you need in front of you. No matter where you are, what the time is, and wherever you are. The next is we are organizing the data for your usage to make sure that it's easy for you to make a decision, to see a clear trend, and also to take further action. Management was being realized by Reka. By having our system as well, you are actually streamlining your processes by having everyone following whatever step by step in the system. We always know that human error was the main cause of the problem occurred today. By having all this, basically we help to digitalize your business and start future-proofing your business now. We can see the trend very clear. For example, for the past 5 years, we always know touch and go as a payment gateway or as a toll payment only. But now they are a very big player in the e-wallet segment. For the past year also, we always carrying cash everywhere. But since now, I think with having 10 ringgit or 20 ringgit in your wallet is already enough for you to have your lunch or dinner anywhere. And also by having the marketplace, you are not required to go to the shopping mall anymore because with a single click, you can have whatever you want at your doorstep. So we believe for you to embrace this digitalization, it will help you future-proof your business. With that, I welcome Raqif again to summarize and to provide whatever technology that being developed by Reka.
Hi, yes, the era of digital is right now, is today, and we are here to future-proof the businesses. Just like what Shafiq has mentioned, the same apply to SERV. They are being future-proof with current and latest technology. With the era of digital, everything is data. Data, data, and data. Data is everywhere. In real life, data is what define a real thing. For me, I'm a man. But what if in the internet? What if in the virtual? So data is everything that defines the entity in the virtual. For example, I need a data of me in the internet that describe my gender as a male so that I can be known as male in the internet. So that kind of value of data describes everything. Same goes to the businesses. For a business to exist in the virtual and internet and digital, they need to have a data. The more data they have, the more described they will be. So I would like to introduce Reka Data Platform. It is designed to cater the most common data in businesses. While it is still in development stage, it is now able to use CSV and Excel files, as well as MySQL database. This data platform can be used to visualize the graph, and we are planning for more. For businesses like Shafiq and SERV, we have been using it internally to monitor traffic of customer making payment. And for other businesses like SME, for example, let's say you have a data of customer making booking and you wanted to see its value and what you can understand from it. you can use Reka data platform to visualize and understand how booking being made across time and across places, and even the background customers. We Reka understand the common entry barrier is high, and that's why we wanted to help lower it down and help businesses to grow. Reka data platform is a huge ambition for us, and that's why we want SME businesses like you to become aware with your data so that you can own your data and own the knowledge inside. Add value to what is yours and see from multiple angles and perspectives. It is your data, and for now, it is about visibility and yet analytics. So stay tuned for more as we added more features to it. Right, that's all from us. Exciting futures ahead. Thank you for me, Raqif.
And for me, Shafiq, start future-proofing your business now.
Hey, thank you for those of you who are still with us up to now. My name is Chimuka, and so far throughout SERVNEXT, we have seen the organizational structure of SERVX, the much anticipated future releases with SERVNEW, as well as the current technology we've provided with SERVNOW. Over the past 2 years, society has started to raise the importance of equal technology utilization, especially when it comes to selling and buying. Due to this factor, SERVX alongside our members aim to bridge the community with technology as we see the potential of fully automated workspaces, a complete digital journey, as well as other possibilities that can be achieved with technology. Let us hear from the experts themselves. Welcome back. This final session will be detailing the future possibilities that we aim to achieve with our technology. Joining me in this session is our Chief Technology Officer at Reka, Mr. Ibrahim Fikry, who believes that only the space is his limit, and our Chief Operation Officer at Reka, Mr. Amri Mohammed Dean, who is also a tech advocate when it comes to business organization and strategy. Hey guys.
Hey. Hi Chimuka. Nice to be here today.
I hope the both of you are doing fine, especially during these unprecedented times. But despite how unpredictable this pandemic came, it has definitely accelerated the advancement of technologies. While we're on the topic, Ibrahim will be sharing with us regarding the emerging technologies with our near and extended future.
Thank you, Chimuka, for the introductory. Happy to be here on this session, SERVINSIGHT. My name is Ibrahim. The session that has been given to me, which I would like to talk about, is emerging technology. So the topic I'm choosing today for this round is blockchain. So as the world going into globalization, we can't help to wonder when we are stuck in home, we are being given the opportunity to explore more into our internet. So it's hard to say, it's hard to see that blockchain is not in everybody's mouth. I mean, like even my parents are starting to talk about blockchain. So let me give you an introductory to blockchain and then how it's going to be the emerging technology in the future. So blockchain is a kind of database. The basic for it is what we call the first block, or the genesis block, is the first block that is on the blockchain. And the first blockchain application was Bitcoin, and everybody knows Bitcoin now. So the first blockchain is called the genesis block, and then all the transactions or all the recorded value or database is stored in this blockchain. And then imagine like a long necklace, and then all your database are being verified the block before the first block. So when you start the first block, and then you start the second block, and then the second block will refer to the first block and then compare those databases and verify that the database is true. So the blockchain paper has been around in 1991. Like the concept of making sure our database is stored in a very secure way and untampered way has been coined since 1991, but now we see the application emerging in 2010. So So what are the applications of blockchain? You know, like there's a lot of applications going into blockchain as the world going into the pandemic, and people started to see that started to change their business in a digital way. People are starting to see the value of blockchain, although there is a lot of misconception or bad repertoire regarding the blockchain. We cannot dismiss the importance of technology, because all the technologies that we have right now once came from a very bad way. I mean, like for example, like nuclear energy or like a flight. Those are the kinds of technology that unfortunately has been used in a very bad way. But then we convert it into something more profound and more improving our livelihood. So the study cases that are being used on blockchain is that because the the database are not being tampered with, people use blockchain as a form of currency, which is, people might know, in the form of cryptocurrency. There is a Bitcoin, there is Ethereum, there is Litecoin, and all the other coins are being used as at this moment as an experimental ground, but now it's taking its shape with light of a pandemic. So the global uses of this blockchain pave way for a lot of applications, from banking and finances, in currency, in healthcare, in property, in smart contracts, in supply chains and voting. So these technology are not to be trifled with. We need to take a look at all of this technology and see how it can benefit it in our daily lives. As the countries around the world are starting to take note on these blockchains, policies are being made all over the world regarding this um, without a secure way of doing things, but has no third party trust. Meaning, all these blockchains are decentralized. There is nobody that actually governs this blockchain. So it comes with a few pro and cons. The pro is that the database are being secure. It's not can't be tampered with. The only way for people to tamper with the blockchain technology is for you to have this huge amount of resources, where the term 51% attack, where you need to have a 51%, you need to control 51% of the network to be able to tamper with the blockchain. But that huge amount of resources are not, you see, it's not something that you want to do just for you to tamper with the blockchain. It's unsensitized for you to do that. So there is that value of it. That's the pros and the cons are, like, of course, there is no centralization, there is no body government. So there's a lot of bad repertoire regarding the blockchain technology. So in light of a design, of course, any application we want to see from a perspective. So for example, the vaccine, I mean, like COVID-19 has become a global pandemic, and then people are starting to vaccinate their people in their country. And there is also a rumor, or like a movement towards a COVID-19 passport. So COVID-19 passport is a very good use cases for blockchain, because we want to make sure that the human population, or people who are traveling across the country, wants to get vaccinated, but they need to be approved, meaning like they have to have an authentication that they are being vaccinated. So there is a movement to implement blockchain on the COVID-19 vaccinated. So as the COVID-19 passport became the fundamentals for future travel, so the implementation of blockchain is very important in these use cases. That's for a COVID-19 vaccine. And there are other use cases, like for example, voting, where a huge amount of there was a movement in the United States, where there were an election in Donald Trump. They wanted to use blockchain as a form of voting, because of the pros of not being tampered with in a very short amount of time. So blockchain is also used in, particularly can be used in and will be used in supply chains. So in supply chains where movement of goods are going everywhere around the country, and we want to trace back the goods, because we want to have authenticity in our goods coming from maybe China, coming from Europe, or all the OEMs part from Europe, from China, from Thailand. So we want to have this a database where we can track back the goods that we have to prevent us from having false goods. So a blockchain technology can be used in the supply chain and even in workshops or in emerging markets. So uh, blockchain has a very mixed perspective regarding the blockchain era. But as all with new technology or emerging technology, there's always going to be two sides of the same coin. There's always going to be the bad and there's always going to be the good. But we cannot deny the fact that the humanity or the world has changed a lot in the past 100 years. We've used to travel in ships, but now we have a faster way of traveling where we travel in aeroplanes, and now in the future, maybe in the future we are going to travel to other interstellar objects in our solar system. So even though there is a mixed feelings on this emerging technology, I would say it's a technology that we cannot avoid. We need to understand the technology and the circumstances in which we use these applications so that we can push ourselves to be a better human, to use this application in a very good way.
Thank you so much, Ibrahim, for that insightful discussion. Next, we'll have Amri to discuss with us the possibilities of autonomous mobility.
Hi, Shimuka. Glad to be here today. I'm Amri, the Chief Operating Officer for Reka. So I'll be talking more about the future of autonomous mobility and the cool things that we are currently developing right now. First of all, the future of mobility consists of the autonomous vehicles, the connected drives, electrification, and a lot of shared mobility trends. If you would like to see that a lot of companies and associations and large corporations are investing in relevant technologies, being that the e-hailing, semiconductor industries, and also sensors for autonomous and others application are the front runners in terms of the current investment. It's a really interesting approach what the industry is approaching right now on looking on the emerging technologies and emerging markets in terms of adopting new technologies, especially in the automotive and autonomous sector. I would talk a bit more about the autonomous driving, being that it is about interacting within the future of mobility space. We believe that in the form of electrification of vehicles and also shared autonomous vehicles, calling it the robotaxi, and also other form of autonomous solutions would address a lot of the mobility pain points, being road congestions, crowded parking space, and more or less about the pollutions that we are trying to take care of our environment. At the same time, we are also revolutionizing the urban mobility, the affordability, efficiency, and the user and environment friendly issues that the autonomous solutions that could solve these pain points. Looking into the autonomous mobility space is that right now we are currently in the early stage of the autonomous commercialization part, where we are trying to launch the commercialization of autonomous. And currently the adoption is in terms of trying to educate the stakeholders, the users on these applications for our daily lives. And on the second phase of the intervention is the speed of adoption on how these autonomous solutions could be adopted and also deployed within the cities. And the third part of the phase is that more or less on the steady state of the adoption and how can we build these solutions to be feasible and sustainable in the future. Looking into these exciting emerging technologies, we at Reka, through the SERV group as well, are currently developing a few of our own technology. Basically, we are going back into the future of autonomous development within the company. And right now, we are growing our team in terms of the autonomous team for us to also embark and to join the challenge and the revolution in the autonomous industry. In terms of connectivity, car-to-car platforms, car-to-infrastructure platforms, it's a lot of potent information that could be shared to drivers and to passengers within the vehicle itself. It does open up a new business model that these stakeholders can benefit from, and looking into converting conventional vehicles to be more informative enveloped vehicles in the future, where we could through new novel experience implementing artificial intelligence solutions and also intuitive interface in the vehicle itself. The trends for transforming this mobility future is it would enrich the consumer experience, widening potential of new revenue streams for the new stakeholders. It's a lot about the cost saving aspect, and also more important is to increase the passenger safety and security of this information. Through our group, we would implement a lot of mobility solutions, being from the consumer side, from the user side, up to the service side, where we aim to give a new digital experience to our vehicle owners and also to the vehicles themselves. So next, I will talk more about the electrification trends that's happening right now. We could see that certainly right now there are a great momentum lately in terms of growing adoption of electric vehicles or electrification of modern vehicles in terms of regulation, and there's a lot of consumer and market demand. OEMs are moving rapidly to capture these demands and addressing these new challenges, abide by the regulations from governments and also the new technology that creates the market demand itself. Being that a lot of OEMs are ramping up on the battery development, putting EV vehicles in their portfolios, and also looking into the challenges of the EV for more or less in the infrastructure and cost-cutting measure. In terms of that, there's a lot of advancement of the automotive or battery technology that's currently implemented, looking into the economy of scale of the EV production, native design of the EV vehicle, and also collaboration from multiple OEMs in terms of the platform to bring the costs down in the future. Last but not least is that I would like to talk more about the shared mobility services. As you know, that mobility, especially in the cities, needs to become smarter to be feasible and sustainable, combined from multi-modes of transportation in terms of public transport, private cars, robo-taxi, cycling and walking, and also the micro-mobility. This integrated transport system will reduce a lot of the city pain points, being one of them being the reduction of congestions and pollutions, and we would love to increase the quality of life in the city itself. In terms of the micro mobility vision, there's a lot of solutions in the terms of e-scooters being implemented in cities to be the last milestone solutions for people to get within the city. In terms of shared services, we do as well as SERV and as RECA taking multiple steps, development in terms of the mobility sector that we want to bridge the consumer, the users themselves to the merchants or stakeholders in the city by connecting them and to provide services that would benefit the cities and the users themselves. One being that through our data platform, we are also learning through machine learning and also through our artificial intelligence solutions that we would like to understand more about the movement of people within the city and how mobility can be more efficient in the future. So, Chimuka, I think this will be exciting times for us as RECA and as SERV Group, that we would love to embark in the mobility sector, and we would love to see how we as a mobility and also a future global company to offer these solutions to the market.
Thank you so much to both Amri and Ibrahim for your sharing about the possibilities that technology can bring for everyone. As technology brings everyone closer, let's welcome a special message from our special guest this year, who is miles away from Malaysia, but keeping it close at heart, the CEO of SERV US, Antonio Hornsby.
Over to you, Antonio.
Hello, everyone. This is Antonio from the U.S. wishing the entire SERV team a happy birthday from your partners here at SERV Technologies US. I heard some exciting things that's being rolled out from the rebranding effort to the SERV platform. It's awesome news. I really thank Arief and Haziq for sharing the exciting effort that's been going on there in Malaysia. So I felt it would just be just as helpful to be able to share an update from your partners here in the U.S. on what we're experiencing, how we can possibly leverage the enhancements that you guys have worked so hard to implement to expand, this SERV platform globally here in the U.S. It's one small update. Here in the U.S., the auto industry has experienced a 0.3 decline in their growth since 2019. Now, market research analysts predict that the automotive industry will experience a year-over-year growth from now to 2023 of 7%. That's exciting. That's very exciting because with this growth, the way they're anticipating experiencing this growth is leveraging technology and smartphone apps to help cater and expand their consumer base, as well as offer things that couldn't be offered pre-pandemic. But because of this pandemic, now businesses are trying to get ahead of the next pandemic. And the only way to get ahead is through technology. We've experienced that. We've seen the benefits in leveraging technology to offer to your customers, the consumer base, by allowing them from the convenience of their own home or their own personal space to be able to still address their pains that they're experiencing, especially with their cars and vehicles. Like myself, I own 4 vehicles. So, being able to log on from a smartphone app and be able to address the concerns of each one of my vehicles is a plus, is a huge plus. And it's not only a huge plus to me, but to the auto workshops as well, because they get to maintain their clientele. Now, one thing I feel like the SERV platform can leverage off of this anticipated 7% growth is get in front of the auto workshop owners and not only offer them a solution to help streamline their internal operations and processes, like with inventory management control, HR, just appointment scheduling. Not only are we going to be able to offer them that, but in addition, this platform comes with already a consumer base. There's already consumers that's downloaded this app that's in the market right now searching for car automotive services to be able to sign up for. Now, when this is put in front of an auto workshop owner, I think it's a win-win on both sides. We're offering a solution to help them stay ahead and proactively strategize for the next pandemic, without having to experience any type of decrease in their growth. And at the same time, experience an increase of their customer market base because they're now able to reach out to a base that they would never have the opportunity to reach out before. This is from anyone just traveling in the area, looking up an auto service to address some of their mechanic needs. Anyone that's on this platform can be able to, stay in touch and network with these different SERV users and be able to offer their products and different incentives to help draw in more revenue. So I think opening up a new revenue channel for these businesses and this post-pandemic era, as well as offering a strategy for these auto workshops to be able to stay ahead of another catastrophe or another pandemic in the future is a real awesome opportunity for us here in the U.S. and with our partnership globally, reaching out to as many consumers and auto workshops in this industry as possible. I know I said a lot, but just it's just so exciting. You know, I'm not trying to take up too much time with everyone. You know, this is an exciting moment. It's a birthday celebration, but I just really want to address the fact that everything that you're doing there in Malaysia with SERV, it is having a direct positive impact to the SERV US team. Right now it's just me, but it's really allowing me to bring awareness and gain a little traction a little bit at a time, you know, to these workshops, to consumers, to friends and family, just talking about the SERV platform and different things that you can do within this platform is becoming more appealing to a lot of people as I'm talking about it. You know, I see them complaining about certain things like, I can't even find my receipt from my auto service last week. And I'm like, if you have the SERV platform, you could have taken a snapshot of that receipt and saved it and archived it in your phone. So little opportunities like that are presenting itself here and there, and just doing research with auto workshop owners. We're identifying a lot of pain that they're experiencing, and they have the desire to use technology to address this pain. Now, it's no more trying to persuade the workshop owner that technology is the way to go. It's now saying, okay, you've seen what technology could offer you if you would have had it before the pandemic. So let's not get in that position again. Let's get ahead of the curve, and let's go ahead and onboard the SERV platform to address all your business and operational needs. All right, everyone, that was a lot, but again, I just wanted to say happy birthday. Looking forward to some exciting strategic plans with our partnership and being able to grow this platform and put it on a global scale. Looking forward to all the exciting things that's rolling out with this rebranding effort. Again, thank you guys. Happy birthday. All right. Talk to everyone later. Bye.
Thank you for the kind words, Antonio. But we believe with every challenge comes opportunity. Unfortunately, I believe it is now time for me to pass the mic to Fatin to close this year's SERVNEXT.
And with that ends SERVNEXT 2021. From the bottom of our hearts, we would like to thank all of our speakers, but most of all, you. Your presence and support for SERV Technology has given us the drive to work harder towards serving more people. Thanks for watching SERVNEXT. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and give our SERV app a try. Available on Google Play Store and Apple App Store for free. See you again next year!